Night number 7 of our use two-handed swords and other not so wonderful things. Let's do the thing. Ooh, that's got to be a twisted over there. All right, so we got a misty thing that is outside of the mix. So we're gonna have to do this. He's booming for 0 now. What's your deal? You got +3 move. You're still not making it in. So we can just soften you up. You're softened sufficiently. Just going to get you into position for next time. Are you coming all the way around? You are coming all the way around. Okay. Looks like we can bring Monica down this way. There's different kinds of optimal. I think that's the point. These diagonal waves are going to be super good for us as a side note. We're going to get really good density, although this corner is sometimes very challenging to actually kill stuff in the Haven for. So we're going to struggle a bit on that. And then I guess, we'll wait on the contagion there. All right, let's just do defensive stuff. Diagonal boomers, yeah. Wow, that elite did a lot of work on those corpse piles. I'm impressed. This guy's hitting for 0, so we can just do this because... Hey, the explosion still hit for 14. What's up with that? That's interesting. Oh, actually, on our walk back, let's get this going. Hey, Sam! Happy birthday! It is Sam's birthday today, so... wishing you a wonderful one, and super glad that you were able to come say hi. Thank you for still swinging by, despite having way better things to do. The twisted is a little annoying. We kind of have to run away if we're gonna take care of them. It's going to be very difficult to fully get out of the way here. Oh, that was a mistake. That was bad. Went out to have pizza and beer. Living the best life, it sounds like. I'm so glad to hear that you had some good folks to share your special day with. Let's see. I think so. I'm just kind of trying to move out of the way of the twisted. I think I probably just failed though. I think still going to be able to target you there, so I need to run away somewhere different. I think that might get us there. All right, most of the folks there are debuffed. We missed someone over here. Okay, Monica's doing all right damage. Okay. No pool sauna, not today. There's always tomorrow. Now, if this twisted, we're gonna have a lot. Oh, it just powered up. Can it really power up when it's already powered up? That should not be allowed. Ah, the 30% damage buff. That could be. That makes some sense. Yeah, look at how few of these enemies are in the panic zone. We're just gonna have to kill in like this area, I think. There's no way around it. Yep. This Twisted is just gonna have to die. Maybe it's gonna have to die. We may actually have a hard time. Can you contagion? Are you immune? You're immune to contagion. All right. This is agonizing, but we don't really have a great way to neutralize them, so... Nobody's hitting that hard, so we should be okay here. Famous last words. Looking forward to Boom. Very much looking forward to Boom. Probably didn't need to kill that poor innocent bystander, but... Okay. Yeah, Twisted's kind of throw a wrinkle in things. Hey, Ran, how's it going? Things have been interesting for a minute, but I agree. Things are very exciting at the moment. They're not too terribly exciting though. I think Keon's gonna be okay. But Keon, I put them in a slightly bad spot. You're not making it in, right? Yeah, you're not making it in. Okay, we'll move to like there and then... Toss one back there. Nope. Came all the way to the front again. All right. Let's see. You have one more action. I think we're good. Let's just armor up. But yeah, I'm trying to kill things as much as possible in the panic zone here, which is easier said than done sometimes. These corner attacks are not particularly friendly when it comes to actually securing corpses. So let's see. How much is this guy hitting for? 195. Let's get that a little more under control. There we go. 28. We can dig it. It still does hit for more than nothing. Okay, let's see. What's our plan here? I didn't know how many that was going to kill, so... And I think I am gonna do that. But yeah, there's no way we're gonna get value out of on corpses at least here. We didn't get... I was kind of hoping to get a tome shot. Fireball, that is. Or an explosive bolt, because we have a nice setup here for it. Okay. I'm a little worried about things getting out of hand with the Twisteds, potentially. Like, you can run away a fair amount. You still have a ton of actions. It's hitting for 5,000 damage. Potentially 5,000 damage. We need a little bit more retreat to safely get out of the way, but that does it. There we go. Now you... I think on the corner it can be a little hit or miss, Ran. I'm a little worried that we're gonna have a bit of a miss here. These guys over here, I think we can poke because the corpses that we get over here are not gonna become anything. Okay. Now you dodge you up. Okay. Oh, before we're done with the turn, let's just put in a hit on the Twisted. Hey, Big Bad Brew, how goes it? Rocking that Potamus logo. $156 to go. All right. Let's see. I'm not minding the double sword user. It's certainly not the best gig in town, but it's doing some work. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Yeah, just we're doing a bit of a challenge run at the moment. That so far has been a good time. Yeah, Stormy, it is true. I am not playing effectively with Contagion right now, but Stormy is just an absolute monster, even without, apparently. And we're still rolling over like 28. So it's not bad. We'll hit you with a heal. Ooh. Oh, Keon. Do not incur the wrath of Keon. And then Keon finishes with that incredibly embarrassing hit, but that's okay. Probably should have left that. There was no real gain to blowing up that boomer when I did. I should have probably considered that. Faradar, how are you? I'm doing well. Ah, yes. Oh, so yes, this run is special, as Abigail said, but to make sure that everyone is aware, which of these is your better book? This is the better book. This run is a limited to certain weapons run. We can only use tomes, swords, and crossbows specifically. So it's been very interesting, and the modded game file I'm going to make available on Nexus Mods, hopefully later today, if I can get it worked out, because it's been really fun. The way that it works is it uses the Omen of Many Weapons to make it work, and I think that it's a particularly elegant way for us to do it. So you can go into any run, you select the omens that you want, and then you will only see those weapons, basically. With some minor caveats, potentially, but... So yeah, so I let the YouTube community vote on what weapons they wanted me to play with, and they unsurprisingly picked... They unsurprisingly picked the weapons that I do not play with and do not like, because if I know one thing about chat, it is that they love to watch me squirm. We're out of sword blast, which is kind of sad. Okay. Good job, though. The vote options were rigged from the start. Is that true? Is that true? It sounds vaguely true. This corpse is in my way. So let's see. So if I move you here and do this, we're going to try and get a sweet lightning. We so rarely do it. I mean, it was pretty cool, right? That had solid coolness points associated with it. Let's see. So I think we just use this boomer to our advantage, which I should have enabled opportunism, obviously. But rather than weakening him up, let's just explode him. Who hasn't gone? Matthew. Matthew. Should you do... Hold on. I see a thing, and I can't resist. I'm a little sad that happened, But a sword blast with 4 hunters was just too much to say no to. These two aren't doing much, so I don't need to do anything with them. And then we'll come back over this way. Matthew's going to become a beast. I predict it to be so. Oh, I'm actually a little disappointed. I didn't realize that we hadn't quite crossed the threshold of panic, and now hitting the walls, that will likely happen. Yeah, dang. We could have saved it. We would not have saved it. Okay, so let's see. You just need some sustain, my friend. Oh, it's the most wonderful time of the year. The crits are getting a little bonkers. Am I hitting the wall right now? No, I'm not. No, I hit something. It wasn't the wall, but I did hit something that I wasn't supposed to hit. All right, let's see. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any major concerns with this run. I think we're on a good course. Yeah, I hit a corpse pile. What an amateur, right? Let's see. See, like, I can do, like, this is the thing that I'm kind of struggling with, is like, sure, you know, there's a lot of opportunism to be gained by those types of things. Like this turn, we managed to generate almost 40% opportunism, which is more than we have historically. Let's see, I'm gonna poke you, just injure you down some. Ooh, okay, I injured it to death, which is the best kind of injury. All right, let's do defenses. But that was a huge cost, and I feel like if you're always hunting for that like big hit from opportunism, you're spending a lot of your turn not doing damage and doing other things. No, the corpse was already there from the night before, Big Bad Brew, because I decided not to destroy the corpse. So that's what happened. Like, it's no doubt, it's big numbers, right? Like, you know, we're hitting for 1,800 here, and I could make it a lot more by slapping 2 of these down before I do my big attack, right? So now, right now I'm hitting for 2,100 on this attack if I want to. But it's kind of like, it feels a bit overkill, I guess, is the way that I would describe it. Let's see, Keon, loving the Pierce shot. There we go. We can just completely invalidate these guys' attacks and these guys' attacks. Okay. And then you, I think... Someone needs to kill this guy. Someone needs to kill this guy. We have a lot of propagation bonus on Catalina. We should remember that. I'm gonna blow that guy up. And I think we're extremely good. But you don't get that much extra opportunism from that, Abigail. Not to say that it doesn't add up and you don't get value out of it, but like you're getting like 3% per kill via that process, right? Which adds up, you know, over the course of like a long turn or something like that. But you can see mostly I'm getting like ones here and there type of thing. Let's see, you can take care of that. Yes, you still get panic from walls being hit, for sure. I'm doing this just because I want the healing. Who has a health potion right now? You've used yours up. You don't have one. I don't... These guys aren't going to be the reason we get corpses or not, so I'm just going to do this. And then, honestly, this is... You're setting it up so you're getting 10% per kill? Yeah, I mean... See, now, why did I get none for that? Is that because that contagion belonged to the other hero? See, because I'm getting nothing there. Because if there is like a secret ownership of contagion, that's kind of a weird one. I'm doing this because I want to remind myself to use this potion. Well, actually, can I? Nah, there's not an easy way to do that. All right. A little inconsistent based on who applied the debuff. Yeah, see, that's where things get a little tricky. Yes, these guys are standing in relatively good to die places. There we go. Just want to get the healing potions here. Secret ownership for all debuffs and stuns. Yeah, that makes it tricky, to be honest, especially on like a run like this. Okay. All right. Biggest hit of the night right here. Let's see it. 1,400. Not bad. That corner is really hard to defend. So I'm at peace with the fact that it wasn't a flawless. The corpses, though, they keep flowing. I gotta give them credit. Monica getting a big damage up. Huge. We do want to get some crits, so crit power will dip into that. Boom. Goes the dynamite. Love to see it. Keon. Keon is still in search of that crit goodness. A little bit more skill range, I think, is good. Okay, if they're going to give us big damage, we're going to take big damage. Proc shot, sure. That'll make for some large numbers. And then Matthew here gets that big physical damage increase. If it's septic shock, that makes it a different type of poison. Oh, do they not stack at all? That's interesting. I'll take the crit. Okay. So feeling strong at the moment. We're 6 strong. We could remove the inn if we wanted to. Another magic hat. They're just throwing them at us at this point. Crit power, dodge, experience. Yeah, this wildling armor is probably better than the other wildling armor we have. Resistance reduction on the adamantium two-handed sword. It's still pretty good. We could put it on our bodybuilder. What's their sword right now? Their sword is healing received. The resistance reduction is a big difference maker. And we're getting damage from that. I don't know. The health, though, is pretty nice. I don't know if that's what we're looking for. This crossbow is pretty sweet, though. 6% crit will benefit someone pretty substantially. Yes, please, to more scale armor. If everybody ends up wearing scale armor, I will be fine with it. Okay, game's listening. The voice recognition is in process. 2 movement on a Tome of Secrets doesn't seem bad. That could be a reroll. Oh yeah, Faradar. Corpse strats are not bad for business. Level 4 sword with momentum. I think that the steel two-handed sword might actually be my favorite two-handed sword. It's not actually a different type of poison. It does stack, but for the purposes of creating a stun, you can conceptualize it as a different type of stun because it can still stun when disconnected from the hero who cast it. Right, but that's only because the hero who's casting it, I think, is just testing for the presence of poison when applying septic shock. I don't think ownership has anything to do with that. Does it? Tome of Secrets level 4 is fine. This is another good roll target. This is another good scale mail. Stun, opportunism, and damage. Or pants with a ton of crit and accuracy. These pants are pretty bomb. The opportunism on the tome wouldn't have been bad either, but... take that just for the selling, I guess. This one was pretty bad. This one at least we got a tome out of. We'll roll both of these. That was pretty bad. Sure, healing received tome. I might swap our hero that is doing the bodybuilder hero. I might swap him. So how are we doing on weapon distribution? So we got one cross, because I was thinking we could replace the crossbow, 60% healing though, with this tome. Just get another tome user if we wanted. Yeah, I don't think that's that useful. Okay, let's start doing scale armor distribution. It's a nice improvement. Then Keon, I'm gonna miss this on you, but I'll give you that. Then Stefan, we'll give you that. Things are looking up. Let's see. Then this tome I don't think I'm planning to use. This tome, because you just lost some skill range from your armor, is good. That's getting sold. That's getting sold. Let's see. Crit power and resistance reduction. Sure. And I think we're replacing this one. The damage is actually surprisingly impactful, I think, there. I don't know if we can replace either of those. For you, this wildling armor is better. Then where's Keon at? 69 armor on that. Nice. Stormy's not really critting, per se. But that needs to stay there. Alright, so I guess that does go there. These can go, and then this is 11% crit on a pair of pantaloons. Get up to 73. Oh, did I say APOC 5 in my title? Yeah, I did. All right. But I don't want to be misadvertising. Let's fix that. There we go. Fixed it. Yeah, I did that simply because my original plan was, and with the way that this is going, I think I should have. Is anybody missing a lot of movement? Yeah. Oh, and your tome is also bad. Nice. Let's do our shop upgrades. I'm sure we'll get at least that back in cash. There we go. We are rich. Let's see. 2 propagation bounces. With nothing else? I don't know. Is that worth it? I'm conflicted. Ooh, that crossbow is pretty spicy. It's got my favorite stat on it, too. Reliability. Stormy loses a little bit of crit, but that's great stats for her. Our heroes are pretty decked out already. Granted, there's always still more. Money in the banana stand. Do we like the rogue armor on anyone? There's a part of me that's like, what if we gave the rogue armor to Matthew? We lose 9%. We lose a lot taking the rogue armor, unfortunately. And the crit isn't that important to us. No, the video where I talk about stats, including but not limited to reliability, has not been released yet. I re-recorded it last night because I realized in making it, this little inside baseball, so I apologize. But I realized in making it that it was really 3 videos smashed into one, and I was like, I don't want to make an 1.5 hour long video. So I've pared it back, and I have reevaluated things and split it into 3 different videos. So now the damage discussion is going to be, or the calculation and understanding the calculation is going to be 1 video. Then there's going to be a second video on the spreadsheet, how to utilize it, how it works. And then there will be a third video that will be about the actual like individual stat analysis. And that video will take the form of something that rhymes with smear fist. So, you know, we'll figure that out as we go. But we're working on it. We're working on it. The Barrenscape, I think we have some bad stuff. More warp crystals are always good. Roll that again. Ooh. Momentum and damage. That's a good combo. 2 propagation bounces. That seems nice. Yeah, it comes with a bunch of stuff I like. A shield. We could drop a weapon to use that shield if we wanted to. I'm just going to grab the potions of movement because why not? Anybody need a sword with multi-hit on it for anything? Ooh, that sword is kind of nice. It's only level 3 though, so it probably doesn't work. Someone might need a level 4 tome. Shield should have an attack. Shield should have like a bash attack, I feel like. Now, I will say there's a little bit of overconfidence as a slow and insidious killer going on here because I'm definitely not being particularly careful about the things that I'm buying. I'm just kind of seeing shiny things and I'm like, ooh, shiny thing. Some AP pants? Why not? Exactly, Abigail. Exactly. You're starting to see the plan. That's a longer term goal, and 1,000 gold is no more. That's a longer term goal that for only people that are midway through a run, only they will find out. But I have a concept for an addition to what we've done so far that I think will be a really nice little like extra bonus type of thing. And that is that if you bring up this screen here, one of the things that's really interesting about it is that every stat that your hero has is present and visible on this single screen, which means that what I can do is I can write some Python code that will watch a directory, and every time a screenshot lands in that directory, it can parse out all of the data here and then write that into the Google Sheet. And then I can have kind of locked in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, the grid that will tell me all of the values of all the level ups. So you at home will be able to essentially see like the little grid available there that will always be tracking for a particular hero how good certain stats are, which I think will be really interesting. Oh yes, so Faradar, the story of me is that I was a career software engineer and a tech lead of a sales engineering team at Google before I decided to become a streamer. And so yeah, I've got some coding chops. Things like the chat that you see on the screen here, that was built by me. Because there were some things that I wanted to do with it. The most important of which is from the Discord, people can share images. So that's an image that I pasted into the Discord that then showed up here so that I could press a button on my tablet interface in order to get it to show up on screen. So that means that we've been lagging behind in certain regards. We have some bugs that we need to fix from time to time, but it also means that we have kind of some fun, neat features and that sort of thing. This is probably a good moment while we're cruising here for me to do a quick shout out and remind everyone that the Discord exists. So I'll do that really quickly since we've already been on a bit of a tangent. The Discord exists. Here's a link if you are at all curious. And if you're hanging out in Twitch land, I do also have a YouTube, and giving me a sub on YouTube is a very cool way to support me at absolutely no cost to yourself. Although that's not to say if you don't have a Prime sub or something like that, you can't send it my way too. But you know, even things like subs help out a great deal. Let's see, what else are we gonna do? I'm gonna just get more items, I think. I don't need anything else. I appreciate that very much, Faradar. I really do. Minus 7% resistance reduction. I don't think I kind of like those. I'll take them because they sell well, but yeah, I think a lot of people, especially on the last spell side of things, a lot of people found me through that particular means. Oh man, we have so much stuff. All right, I'm gonna sell those. This crossbow, I feel like someone had really low damage. You're hard to make better with that. Opportunism and healing is pretty good. This has isolation damage. This has isolation damage and accuracy. I can't really... Keon, we like the crit on. Yeah, I don't really have a place for this crossbow, unfortunately. My swords are going to give me all the resistance reduction I can possibly imagine. It's true. Let's see. Who's a little light here? I like the crit on you. This is pretty bad. Put that there. Give you a little more damage. I'm going to give you some of that. This scroll we could technically keep, I think, because it is an appropriate scroll, but I won't. So let's see. So I picked up this sword. This sword is damage. We lose isolation and dodge. Yeah, that's a good trade. So we'll do that. Then we had this, which I wanted to give to Stormy. Yeah, Stormy can take this. Gets her a little more opportunism, 2 more propagation bounces for goodness. And then this also. So she should be pretty near propagation bounces cap. No, she's only at 4. Okay. What a shame. And then Keon's pretty good. Let's go a little more crit, a little less damage. And then I think I'll put that there and put that there. Oh yeah, and then we had these AP pants. Who needs AP pants? 3% damage, 1 move. Catalina's good for that. All right. Not rocking the singular boot. Das singular boot. Let's do another roll, see if we get something truly exceptional. Crit and what is Keon's trinket? That's a thing. It's a lot of propagation damage. Take that too. We do lose a bit of accuracy on Keon, but I think 20 is, without being great, it's okay. And then we can look for a little bit, but it gets them up to 90% crit, which I think is pretty good. Okay, so what are our teams? Oh yeah, I wanted to do a count though. So we have the wonderful, wonderful stun. Okay, so we have 3 weapons here. We have the crossbow, we have the tome, and we have the sword. So this is 1 for crossbow, 1 for tome. Next person is 1 for sword, 1 for tome. Next one is 2 for sword. Next one is 2 for tome. Next one is 1 for sword, 1 for crossbow. And then we have 1 for crossbow, and we have 1 too many tomes. All right. So right now we are all we have to do is replace one of our tomes, one of probably these 2 tomes, or maybe this tome, with a crossbow, and we'll be at perfect 4, 4, and 4 as was requested. Yeah, well, we're cruising. We're in good shape. All right, so Keon can go up here, and our other crit person, we have 3 crit people. So Stefan can go down here. Keon's pretty strong. We'll put Catalina up there, and then I'll put Matthew up there. And then I'm going to put Monica, Stormy, and Stefan down here. These 3, I think... So this side, I think, is going to be the more dominant side. And then we could get diagonal garbage happening again. I'll probably leave the corpses over here, just in case. Yeah, I'll leave these, but I'm going to get rid of this one and all of these. We still have 96 gold. Do we want anything else? Another warp scroll? Sure. We've liked having these. I'll get rid of... The health potions have been nicer than I think I generally think that they will be. We'll do that. We could just get a better health potion, but it's only marginally better. No production run challenge? I don't know how you manage. I know, we're really scraping by, Abigail. We're really scraping by. Let's put you there. We'll put you over here, and we'll put you over here. All right, I think we get a little bit of lone wolfage if we move over to here. Okay, let's do another night. Abigail, I think, was being sarcastic. I'm relatively sure. All right, we're good. We'll say